Well, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the great team here at Harcourts Carlingford, and of course our marketing agents, Joseph Giordano and Adi Sarantu, who have both done an outstanding job in representing the property. It is an absolute pleasure to be joining you all here today for our virtual online auction for the property at 100 of 68 Balaka Drive in Carlingford. Folks, Christian Hamilton is my name. I'm simply here to facilitate proceedings, assist the team, but most importantly, for all of our registered buyers that are joining us here today on the Zoom call, I am here to help cement your next chapter. Folks, we've been very excited and very fortunate to be able to market this beautiful family home over the course of the last few weeks. And we're very excited to be able to bring this auction event to you here today in our virtual format. But before we do dive into the exciting part of the auction, being the bidding, of course, what I would like to do is just draw everybody's attention to our terms, conditions, and our contract of sale of when buying at auction, just to make sure that you're all completely confident and comfortable with today's proceedings, at which point we will also then be running through our Zoom keeping rules. Once again, just to let all of our buyers know exactly how you need to be participating in today's Zoom call, particularly if you're bidding as well. Once we've run through that, we'll take a final look at the property that we offer up for auction, and then we'll be diving straight into that spirited bidding, I'm sure. But folks, your terms and conditions and your contracts of sale, they have been on display throughout the entire marketing campaign and provided by you to you by your marketing agents. For all of our registered buyers, they are taken to be read and understood by all parties. And in essence, they state that being within an auction, that means that our contract contains no cooling off period, no buyer's inspection clauses, and no finance clause, making it a nice, clean, unconditional contract. Now, upon the fall of the hammer, our successful bidders will be requested to pay a deposit of 10%. 42 days will be your standard contract date. Of course, if you've made any other arrangements that have been approved by our sellers prior to the commencement of the auction, well, you can bid confidently on the basis those arrangements still stand, and you can bid with confidence knowing that the knockdown price is in fact the purchase price, as there is no GST applicable in residential resale. Folks, I as the auctioneer reserve a number of rights, and one of those rights is that I can place a bid on behalf of my sellers. Just the one vendor bid here today, folks, and if I do choose to make that bid on behalf of my sellers, I'll make it known to you nice and clearly as either a vendor or a seller's bid. But once again, folks, those are the legalities out of the way, the red tape, if you will, and I tried to whistle through those as quickly as I possibly could, as it comes as no surprise to see so many buyers joining us here today on the Zoom call, looking to stake their claim on a great piece of real estate. But once again, folks, what I would like to do is just run you through our Zoom keeping rules, which is what we like to call them. You're going to be seeing some slides appearing on your screen just as I run you through exactly how to participate here with our virtual auction. So just reminding all of our registered buyers, once you've registered to bid, you will have been allocated a bidder number. We ask that you've written that number down on a piece of paper and you've got it handy with you. Every time you look to place a bid, you'll need to be raising that bidder card, and therefore your camera will need to be turned on so that I can see you looking to place that bid. As you can see there on your screen, folks, please make sure that the camera icon at the bottom bar on your screen doesn't have a red line through it, so that your camera is on so that I can see you nice and clearly. And always make sure that your microphone is muted. The only time in which you would be unmuting your microphone is when you're looking to place your bid. Now, if you're on a laptop or a desktop device, the easiest way for you to be able to do this is to hold down the space bar. For the duration of time in which you hold down the space bar, you will be unmuted. As soon as you release the space bar, you will be muted once again. Alternatively, you can just hit the microphone button. As soon as there's no longer a red line through it, you will be able to speak and I'll be able to hear you. Please, once you've placed your bid, remember to mute yourself once again. And again, just a final reminder, folks, please make sure that you're raising that number identifier nice and clearly up near your face in view of the camera so that I can see that you're looking to place your bid. In terms of being able to take in the full experience with our virtual auction here today, folks, up in the right-hand corner of your screens, there will be a little view button. Our advice is that you're on speaker view. When you're on speaker view, you will be able to see myself and what's happening here in the studio, as well as the TV next to me that has the property information, but more importantly, a running tally of the bid. However, if at any point in time you would like to flick over and see everybody else that's participating here in the Zoom call, you can just change that view to gallery view, at which point, as you can see there on the screen, you'll be able to see everybody that's on the Zoom call. But once again, folks, our advice is that you set your view to speaker view so that you can see and hear me nice and clearly, and you can see the running tally of the bid just on the TV here next to me. But once again, folks, those are your Zoom keeping rules, hopefully giving you absolute confidence around how it is that you need to participate here today. So without any further ado, folks, let's dive straight straight into the order of proceedings and look at the property that we offer up for auction here today. Once again, as I just mentioned to you, it's the property at 168 Balaka Drive in Carlingford. Once again, our marketing agents, Joseph and Addie, have done a tremendous job with the marketing campaign. A magnificent family home sitting on just shy of 700 square meters of prime real estate buying. It's a property that's ready for you to move straight into and enjoy without having to lift a finger, as it has been masterfully built and meticulously maintained by its owners. It's in a beautiful, peaceful location just opposite the John Wynn Reserve, and you're going to be absolutely impressed with the way that the property has been presented, and you can see it here through the carousel of photos that continues to move through on your screens. Of course, we're in a wonderful location as well, close to the North Rocks Shopping Centre, North Rocks Public School, Carlingford Court, and the M2 city buses as well. Folks, the property is very well appointed. You've got 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. You've got that zone ducted reverse cycle air conditioning. You've got the ducted vacuum aid, an alarm system with CCTV cameras, and of course that beautiful north-facing backyard with the manicured gardens as well. But folks, you know the opportunity that's up for auction here today. Certainly a very exciting proposition, and that's why we've seen the interest over the course of the marketing campaign. That's why we've got a host of registered buyers that are joining us here today. So folks, without any further ado, that's enough from me. I'm going to be throwing it over to you now, looking for that opening bid or offer to get us underway. What's it worth to you? Where do we go? Who's going to get things started? Buyers, I'm in your hands. And perhaps a moment of silence out of respect for the opportunity. Again, just reminding all of our buyers that you do need to be unmuting your microphone. Make sure your camera is turned on, please, and I'm getting a raise of the paddle before you place that bid. But once again, open and transparent here today on the auction floor. Raise the paddle, calling out the bid from here. And buyers, I'm in your hands. What's the price that excites you to buy? And again, I know that we've seen the interest over the course of the marketing campaign. We're in your hands now, buyers. Who's going to start me away with an opening bid or offer? You can see just by the attendance here today with our virtual online auction, a lot of people that are here on the Zoom call. And again, it's a property that's seen so much interest over the course of the last few weeks. Don't let an opportunity like this pass you by. Now's the time to get involved in an open and transparent forum. Buyers, what do you say? In your hands, looking for that opening bid or offer, and I'll call it through 3 times. If we don't see the result here today under the hammer, we are more than comfortable to pass this property in, folks, as we know that we've got plenty of buyers that are just jumping at the opportunity to be able to make offers to our sellers. So calling it through for the first time now for an opening bid or offer to get us underway. Second call for an opening offer. Third and final time. Are we all done? Are we finished? Silent. I've got a bid from bidder 30.
So we're 1.65.
1.65, and it's a great place to start there. Appreciate it now. We're out the gates and away there at $1,650,000, and we've got the start and appreciate it there with bidder 30 and looking to climb north from here now, but at $1,650,000 to bid. At $1,650,000 the bid in the offers here now at $1,650,000. The bid in the offers there, and looking to go straight through to 1.7 from here now, but at $1,650,000 the offer. At $1,650,000 to bid now, and who's going to round me straight through to 17 from here? But at $1,650,000 to bid and climbing 50s from here now, buyers. But first time, and we're done, finished and silent. At $1,650 to bid. Second time now at $1,650 the money, and again it's against the rest of our buyers. What do you say from here in bidder 13? I've got 17. Appreciate it now at $1,700,000 a bid. Bidder 30, what do we say? $1,750 to get you back on top, but I've got $1,700,000 bid in the offers there at the top of my screen, and certainly at the top with the bidding now at $1,700,000. And what's the retort there, bidder 30? It's against you now at $1,750. It's a great bid.
17.25.
17.25. Shortening my stride there at 17.25 the offer now. What do we say? 17.15, or are we going straight through to 75? 17.25 is the offer. First time at 17.25, and I've got 17.50 there with bidder 3. You've got to be quick around here, folks. It's hot property. Bidder 3, I've got 17.50.
1.75.
1.75, yep, I've got 17.50. Appreciate it there with bidder 3. 13, it's against you now. What do we say?
1.8.
1.8, it's a better bid, $1,800,000, and that's how you bid and buy for real estate, folks, at $1,800,000, knowing good value when they see it. At 1.8, bid in the offers there, bid of 30, what do we say? 1.9 to get you back on top, but at 18 to bid. $1,800,000, bid of 3 against you at this stage. First call at $1,800,000. Twice at 1.8 the bid. Third and final time, make no mistake, and I've got bidder 30 first. So a raise of the paddle there, just needed to call out the figure.
1810.
18. So we're moving in 25s from here. I'm happy to move in 25s. 1825 I'll take.
All right.
1825 with bidder 30. Bidder 3, what do we say? 1850 to get you on top. Raise of the paddle's all I need. I've got 1825 with bidder 30. 1825 is there. First time at 18 and a quarter. Twice at 18 and a quarter the bid. And I've got 1850 with bidder 3, knowing good value when he sees it. Appreciate it there. 1850 is the money.
85.
Yep, $1,850,000. And just confirming the bid, I appreciate it there. Bidder 3 at $1,850,000. At 850 the money now on top of the one. First time at 850 the bid. Twice at 850 the money. And bidder 13, what have we got? 75?
Yeah.
75, it's a great bid. 1875 is the money now. Bidder 30, ran me straight through to 1.9. But at 1875 the money now. Bidder 30, raise of the paddles, all I need. Take me straight through to 1.9. 1.9 is what we're calling for from here. Raise of the paddles, all we need to see. But at 1875, at 1,800,000, 3/4 the bid now. Bidder 3, what do we say? First time at 1875. Twice at 1875 the money, and 1.9 I've got. Appreciate it there. At $1,900,000, and the bid's there with bidder 3.
1.885.
1.885. So we're going to 1.9. We're moving in 25s from here. Moving in 25s. Call it 1.9. We've been a little ambitious with the bid tracker because we know that we're going to get there. Bidder 3, can I call it 1.9? So we're at 1885. 1885 with bidder 3. 1885 is the offer now. Needing to be north. First time at 1885. Second time now at $1,885,000. Third and final time, are we done? Finished. Silent. 1.9 with bidder 13.
No.
1.9. It's a
No, the bid is 1890.
I've got 1.9 with bidder 13.
Well, it's not showing on the screen.
It's catching up. Just give bid tracker just a moment. 1.9 will be the bid. 1.9 with bidder 13. Appreciate it there. $1,900,000. Bidder 30. It's against you. What do we say? 1.9 with bidder 13. First time at 1.9. Twice at 1.9 the bid. Third and final. Are we done? Finished. Silent. And you can take the confidence in bidding as your barometer, folks.
1910.
1910, and it's a great bid. Appreciate it there. And as you can appreciate, folks, bids moving quickly here as it's hot property, that's for sure. Sometimes bid tracker just needing that little bit of extra time to catch up with us. But that's because it's a fantastic property that we offer up for auction, and the bids are moving quickly here. But so they should be, folks, because at 1910 and 1925, it could and should be yours. But at $1,910,000, the bid's sitting straight down the middle with bidder 30. My starter, 25 is at 13. None of the heads all I need. 25, it's a great bid. 25 is the offer now. 1925. 1925 is the offer. At $925,000, we'll bid it away there on top of the one. First time at 1925. Twice at 9 1/4 the bid. I'd love to see another quarter rise. Who's going to take me straight through to 950? That'll be the strong play from here. But buyers, you call out the rise. Third and final time at 19 1/4 the bid. Are we done?
1930.
1930, and there it is. 1930 is the money now. At 1930 the offer. 1930 is the bid with bidder 30. Makes sense at 1930 with bidder 30, but bidder 13, what do we say? Another 15 on top, or are we going straight through to 1950? You've been bidding very well up to this stage. My advice is let's go for that knockout blow.
1940.
1940. 1940 will continue to nudge it along. Brick by brick we'll go. At 1940 the offer now. Bidder 30 against you. What do we say? 50 to get you on top. Once at 1940, and it's sitting with bidder 13. Twice at 1940 the money. Third, final time, are we all done, finished, and silent? Are we going at 1940 and 50? I've got. Appreciate it there. 50, and it's a great bid. Would have thought so at 1950 the money. Knowing great value there, and appreciate it. Bidder 30 at 1950 the money. At $950,000. The bid's there with my starter. Bidder 13, it's against you at this stage. Bidder 3, what do we say? We welcome you back from your sabbatical.
1955.
1955. 19 and 2 5s. At 955, and the bidder offers there. Bidder 30 against you, what do we say? My advice, let's continue with the 10. 65?
Do 60.
65 would be the strong play.
No, do 60.
Just do it now.
Just 60.
Do it now.
Show your confidence.
Yeah, do 1960.
1960, appreciate you bidding at 1960 the money now. 1960 is the offer. Who's going to go for the knockout blow?
1970.
1970, and it's a great bid, and it's certainly hard to pick the pattern now, but at 1970, we continue to move it along there at 1970, and folks, it's great buying at that price point, that's for sure. We've been seeing property prices in the area continuing to climb month after month, year after year, and this is a beautiful family home that could and should be yours. At 1970, the bid and the offers there, and folks, you can see the strength in the marketplace, not only here today in Dispirited Bidding, but you've been seeing it over the course of the last few months as well. Don't let an opportunity like this pass you by, because at $1,970,000, the bid's there with bidder 13, bidder 30. It's against you at this stage, and I'll call it through 3 times. Once at 1970, twice at 1970 for the third and final time. Are we done? Finished? Silent?
1965.
75. 75 at 9 3/4 the bid. 9 3/4 in the offers there. At $1,975,000. 85?
1985.
85, it's a great bid. 85 is the offer. Bidder 30, may I advise, let's take a page out of bidder 13's book. I think another $10,000 would be the bid. 85 is the offer.
We go 1990.
1990. 1990 is the bid. 1990 is the offer now. Bidder 13, let's go straight through to 2 million. That could be that psychological barrier.
1995.
Are you sure, bidder 13? 2 million could be the psychological barrier that you want to hit. Oftentimes at auction, it's a race to a particular price point. Do we call it 2 million?
No, 1995.
1995, you're a tough negotiator, sir. I like your style. I reckon you and I would get along. 1995 is the bid. Bidder 30, now's your opportunity. $2 million. First time at 1995. It's also the year that I was born. Second time now at 1995. Makes it a great price, but 2 million sounds a lot better when you tell your friends. Bidder 30, I can see you unmuting yourself.
2.
2, and it's a great bid. Appreciate it there. At $2 million, the offer now. At $2 million, bidder 13. 3 million?
No, it went to 2 million.
That would have been the logical step, right?
205.
205. 205 is the bid. And again, folks, just reminding, if you wouldn't mind muting yourself, if you're not placing your bid, but at 205 the bid. 205 is the offer now, and it's sitting with bidder 13. 205 is the money. Once at 205 the bid. Twice at 2,005,000. Third final. Are we done? 210 or 215?
2,006,000.
2,006,000. 2,006,000 is the bid. Bidder 13, that's going to be a good sign. They're slowing down. This is your opportunity to strike. Let's make it a nice strong bid.
2,010,000.
2,010,000. 2,010,000 is the offer. Bidder 30 against you now. 2,010,000 of the bids there with bidder 13. At 210 the money. And buyers, I'm going to have you know, I've been given the green light and tick of approval from the sellers. We are on the market. We are selling. We are knocking it down and welcoming new owners if there's no further bidding from here. So at 2,010,000, we sell to bidder 13. If there's no further rise from the floor, I'll call it through 3 times now. Once at 2,010,000. Twice at 2,010,000, we're playing for the keys. We knock it down and we sell. For the third, final time, are we all done? Finished. And
2,012,000.
2,012,000. 2,012,000, and just in the nick of time there at 2,012,000 the bid. Bidder 13, what do we say? At 212 the money now. At 2,012,000. Just sorry, sir.
215.
215. 215, it's a great bid. 2,015,000. Bidder 30 against you now. My advice, let's go straight through to 220. 2,015,000 is the rise. 20 gets you on top. Once at 15 on top of the 2. Twice at 2,015,000. Third and final call. Are we all done? Finished? Silent. We are selling at 2,015,000 to bidder 13. Are we done? Finished? Silent. Going. We are going at 2,015,000. Bidder 30, what do we say? In or out, need to know. You've been with me all the way. We've had a lot of fun. You haven't spent any money yet. 2,016,000, it could make all the difference. That could have been his last bid for all we know. It's against you now. Can I just get some hand gestures to make sure you're definitely done? Permission to sell at $2,015,000. We knock it down and welcome new owners, and a big round of applause to our new buyer. If there's no further bidding, once, twice, third, final, we are selling. We are selling. We are sold. Congratulations and very well bought. Bidder 13, congratulations. Very well bought, very well fought. Bidder 30, thank you so much for your spirited bidding. To the rest of our bidders, bidder 3, everybody else that joined us, thank you so much for your attendance and your bidding here today. On behalf of the entire team here at Harcourts Carlingford, we appreciate you all joining us here for our virtual online auction. Thank you so much for your attendance. Please continue to stay safe, and we look forward to seeing you at our next auction. Thank you.